other. He's a friend from work.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
Don't you ever talk about me!
The Killing Time Podcast with Lux and Cody.
All right, I'm in. Cody's in. We're all in. Killing Time Podcast, episode 10?
10.
I think.
Whatever. I don't even give a shit. Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Did you just throw a jab at me?
What did I say?
We're all in.
What's that mean?
Don't even fuck. Yeah. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does it mean? Yeah. That you suck at poker.
Who does?
Yeah. He wants to throw jabs here at me.
Who sucks at poker, Greg?
You.
How do I suck?
Because you took my money, bitch.
I thought I won. So wouldn't that mean I don't suck?
Fuck off. No, that means you just suck.
What happened?
He says we're all in.
What happened?
Yeah, we're not even talking about that.
No?
We're not even talking about it. No, we're definitely not talking about that. I just wanted to point out that you was throwing jabs.
What was I cannot remember for the life of me. What was the winning hand? It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything spectacular. I know that. Didn't we both have queens and I had a higher card?
The one that set me off the edge.
Is that what it was?
Oh no, I did go all in.
Pretty much.
Didn't I? Didn't
I
just say
you
I'm
had
going all in?
you had like $1 left. So you bet 15.
We're not even talking about this.
But I've been all week. I've been trying to remember what the winning hand was. I think we both had queens, and I just had a higher card than you. I had you had like queen bullshit. 5. I had like queen 10.
Yeah, and remember I tried to say, nah, I won because it's natural.
Natural. This natural.
It was. It was
natural.
like the same hand. It was high. It was high card. It was high card. Definitely.
Cody gets his cards from Whole Foods, where it's all organic and all natural.
It's all.
Dude.
Oh, dude. Anyways, all in. We're all in, baby.
I don't even know why I'm angry. Oh, that's Tyler.
You're just pissed off at the world.
Tyler. I am.
Yeah, that is Tyler. That is Tyler, though, for sure.
I don't know why.
I don't even know why I'm angry.
Throwing shit.
Headbutts the wall. I don't even know why I'm angry.
I was pissy today for no reason. I don't know why,
dude? What's wrong, buddy?
I don't know. Nothing's really wrong. We're just one of those days, you know? You have those days. You're just pissed off for absolutely no reason.
Is it? But, dude, the days that I can honestly look back and say the days that happens, shit's happening to me. But I can look back and say that I pointed all that shit out. I was making it a bigger deal than what it had to be. But there's reasons I get pissed on those days. It's not like I'm looking for reasons. Shit just happens and then I just throw a fit about it.
Sure.
So I'm more sensitive certain days. You're just on your period.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good, brother.
So was it like 3:25 today after like the 9th dumb phone call? You were like, pocket aces. Is that what you yelled? They're like, hi, I'm looking for this connector. I need an adapter. And you're just like, pocket aces. And you hung up on them.
No, I was like, what's that? No. A full house definitely beats 2 pair.
No way.
What?
No way.
No
a full
way.
house beats
My
2 pair.
family plays it like this. I'm arguing with them. They're like,
hold on.
So can
You're
we
like, let me call my uncle.
So can I pay my bill? Let me call my uncle. He's in prison.
Yeah. You have a quarter, by the way? I need to make a collect call. Oh, my God.
Nah, dude. No, just shit happens, though, whenever you get in them pissy moods.
Yeah.
But it's just whether or not we're blowing them out of proportion or not. But I don't feel like I'm ever just looking to be pissed off. I feel like there's things giving me reasons. I just feel like on certain days they wouldn't have made me mad.
Sure.
On some days they will. You know what I mean? Like, if I walk in my room and trip over something.
Oh.
Some days I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, and the other days I'm like, what the fuck is this doing here?
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean?
You know what my life struggle is dealing with gravity, and I mean that, and not like a
what? You have a hard time staying on the ground?
No, like just like when I drop things, or like when I'm eating food and I drop my fork. The rage.
But that's enough to piss you off, man.
And it's just gravity. It's like simple shit. Like if I just drop something, like even if no harm is done, just the fact that I did that, it's like I knew I have to hold on to things. Like why can't I just hold on to things? You know?
Now, do you have to be in your mood?
Not
One
always.
of those days to get pissed about that? I would have to. Normally, I would just grab another one and be done with it.
Yeah, the amount of pissed I get definitely depends on the day. But like today at work, I have my charger cable for my laptop like go back through the desk, so I don't have wires like running through my lap, and it dropped back down in between. And my desk is huge. You can't move my desk. So the only thing to do is like reach down in between the wall and the desk, or crawl under and reach through. I'm so I literally like I thought I hurt my shoulder trying to like muscle my way in between the wall because I didn't want to get out of my chair.
Just to prove a point.
Yeah, because I didn't want to get out of the chair, go up under, and like try to fish it over. I was so pissed. So pissed that I had to grab my cable.
But shouldn't you be pissed at yourself? Not necessarily you were pissed at yourself, but you should be pissed at yourself in that situation. That was all. You were trying to be lazy.
Yeah.
Right? But ended up having more work in the end. So you should be pissed at yourself every day of the week.
Not my elbow. Hurt my fucking trap here. Well, first
did I reach for a charger and got tennis elbow? Yeah. I'm fucked, dude.
I'm pissed that gravity decided to take my charge cable and rip it down between the desks. Then I'm pissed I have this massive desk that doesn't move. And now I'm trying to like fit my fat arms through the freaking wall and the desk. And I'm like reaching down and I'm like, ah! Shit's like tearing in my back.
Just stretching and shit.
Seriously.
Just a little further, further.
I'm stuck. I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. The janitors are coming over, greasing me up, trying to yank me out. Jesus Christ. Just little shit like that pisses me off. And then, you know what? I ended up not even going through the desk. I just ran it across my lap like an asshole. Sat there pissed off.
So let me ask you. In all the jobs you've had, are you the work harder or work smarter kind of guy?
Shit. So...
How many times have you ever caught yourself being the guy that's like, man, I work really hard for no reason. I could have just done this way.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm not the smartest person in the world. So, yeah, that's me.
Not even smart, but like, are you just like, it's not even about being smart, but like, do you, like that right there, you made that way harder on yourself just because you didn't stand up, grab the cable with authority, plug it in. You were like trying to reach it. It slipped out of your hands because you didn't want to get out of the chair.
Yeah, way harder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there's times where like I'm mid project and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I could have just totally did this the other way and saved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with age, I try to not be like that anymore. But
so me, like, I try to go into situations with a smart approach now, whereas before, it didn't take me long. But it took me a while to do something, and then I figured out a smart way to do it. Where some guys just go in with the smart approach. They're like, before I even do this, I want to analyze it and think about what's the smartest approach here. Me, I just go head first into shit, and then I figure out later what's the smart way to do it, you know?
Normally, like when you buy something that needs assembly, and you're like, fuck the manual until you break something, and then you realize if you would have just read the manual, you wouldn't have broke that part. Because you realize you had to do the other thing before you got to that. Yeah.
All the time.
That's how it goes. But I'm not the smartest person in the world, so it is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your holiday?
It was good. Actually, to be honest, it was one of the best, to be honest, because it was like we kind of just tucked in.
Yeah.
Nothing. We didn't go anywhere.
Right.
Really.
Right.
So it was like kind of just relaxing.
We had a white Christmas too. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I woke up without a purpose.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right.
I feel you. Yeah, pretty much the
same.
How
about yours?
Yeah. Pretty much the same. It was chill and it was all it needed to be, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Best way to put it. So I have a thing here. You're going to do. I was going to ask you to do this, but I didn't give you enough time, so I didn't want to like put you on the spot. But feel free to next time we podcast if you want to throw something like this together. So I got start, sit, cut for you, okay? And I got 4 different categories of start, sit, cut. The first one's going to be the easiest one because it's going to be sports. Obviously the decisions you have to make, whether they're easy or not, going to be up to you. But we're going to do sports. Then there's a music start-sit cut. There's a food-related start-sit cut. And then after that, it's almost like a would you rather, but it's like you'll see. So I'm gonna give you 3 defensive legends. And you gotta tell me who you're gonna start, who you're gonna sit, who you're gonna cut. Feel free to elaborate, but don't feel like you have to have like some
All right, go for it. Hit me with it.
Start, sit, cut. We got Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, and Mean Joe Green.
Okay. All right. Why would you do this?
Yeah.
Is this even possible?
It's tough.
All right. I am... Fuck. This is easy. I'm starting Deion, sitting Mean Joe, and cutting Taylor.
Wow.
That's the play.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Starting Deion.
I think so. Yep.
Shit.
But it depends on what era of football we're playing.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
But I'm just saying, it does depend on the era of football.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's the play for me. I mean,
to me, I didn't think
he's a fucking weapon, dude.
if you didn't start Mean Joe, I thought you would pick LT. I didn't think you would pick what's his name? Hold on a second.
Deion.
I didn't think you would pick Deion as your starter. So that's a little shocking to me. I would definitely go Mean Joe, and not just out of fandom, but I think that's a guy that literally turned around the face of a franchise, and he did that from a defensive tackle spot. He was that dominant. I think if you had one game, I would probably give Lawrence Taylor as the starter because I think that guy was such a force. Like, teams had to plan against him, almost like they have to do with like Aaron Donald and TJ Watt, guys like that. So if you had one game, I would probably go with. So here, this isn't the question, but here's how I'll break it down. One game, give me Lawrence Taylor. One season, give me Deion Sanders. But for a career, I'll take Mean Joe. So I would go Mean Joe as my starter, LT's my sitter, and I would cut Deion Sanders. And not just based on
no
talent.
respect.
Not just based on talent.
Deion shut down sides before anybody was shutting down receivers.
For sure.
They was afraid to throw to that side of the field. And also, see, this is the beauty of Deion Sanders. Second half football, I'm starting Mean Joe Green, and I'm still starting Deion at wide receiver. So, I mean, I got a double threat right here.
Yeah. No, you can. I mean, no. There's no wrong answer here.
He's badass.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
There's no wrong answer. I think.
But you gave me the hardest question because sure. I mean, dude. I mean, if you want to be honest, out of Flash and everything and getting the better of me, I know for a fact that he would be my first pick. I just know I would pick Deion. I don't know why. I just know that I would. But nobody brings a better presence of defense than Lawrence Taylor.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
No, dude. That shit was shut down defense. Dude, that yeah, I mean, it's just a fucking hard question. Yep. But and then, I didn't really... Lawrence Taylor wasn't my... And I didn't want to pick Mean Joe because it's
you don't want to be a homer?
Respect factor. Not only that, I don't want to be a homer. It's just, yeah, I guess that's what it is. I don't want to be a homer.
Mean Joe is just such just such a absolute animal out there, and like he changed the way a position was played. He changed the way a city viewed football. He changed the way a team was. Like that dude did so much for us. That's why I'll always hold him in the highest respect. Just because of what he did for Pittsburgh. Because before me and Joe, we didn't have shit. So that's
definitely for the franchise for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, and defense is. I mean, yeah, what a beast.
Yeah, that's the dude. Like, if I asked a different question, me and Joe's the dude you want to build a franchise with. Whereas Dion bouncing around a little bit. That's why I kind of wouldn't want to go with Dion so much. And then
the way you put that was perfect. But the game, Taylor, season, Dion, franchise, Mean Joe.
Mean Joe for sure.
Perfect example.
All right,
what's the next one?
We're gonna skip music. We're gonna say that for last. We're gonna go to what is your or we're gonna start, sit, and cut a side dish, and your options are mashed potatoes, stuffing, and corn.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right, so
he goes, "Oh my god."
I got it though. Because this is easy. I'm gonna start.
Oh my god, making me pick between food.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
Sick son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know, right? The thought of cutting something on that list. I'm gonna start. I'm starting stuffing.
Okay.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. Fuck. I don't just want.
I know. One without the other
dude.
sucks. All right, let's just here. Let me make it easier for you. It's just like for a holiday meal. It's not just in general. It's like you're making dinner for a holiday, and these are your three choices. You gotta make one for sure. The other one's like a just in case, and the other one you gotta cut completely. Or not. You're making. You gotta eat. You gotta eat these things, but it's not like a lifetime. It's just for one holiday meal.
No, I got you. Starting the stuffing, sitting the corn, and cutting the mashed potatoes.
Oh! Cutting mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's a tough one, but on the holidays I always eat gravy with them. Is that still a part of it?
You still get gravy, yeah. I think.
Oh wait, no, that's a game changer.
But
no.
I didn't say it because I gravy all those. Like literally, I take the mashed potatoes, put the corn on top, then the gravy, and then I pour gravy on the stuffing too. But the order I gave you, I would start mashed potatoes, bench stuffing, and cut corn. That's what I would do.
I can't get rid of the stuffing completely because I only get it during the holidays. I don't eat stuffing any other time of the year.
This is why you got to cut corn, because you can literally get corn out of a can.
Sure, but the thing was, I was gonna cut corn. I honestly was gonna cut corn, but I threw a shit fit this year during Thanksgiving when my mom almost didn't get corn.
Oh, okay.
This is a true story. I threw a shit fit. I'm like, I'm not eating a Thanksgiving dinner with no corn. You're out of your mind. She can attest. True story. I'm like, there's no way. You got to make the corn. How are you even going to make a Thanksgiving dinner with no corn? You're out of your mind. Are you even my mother anymore?
Yeah.
I'm like freaking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, I just had to pay up respects to the corn for after the lashing I gave my mom.
All right. I need you to start, sit, and cut these scenarios. Okay?
Oh, God.
So, you're going
to hit me with a bomb. I already know.
You could spend 12 hours in 100 degrees, 100% humidity, and no shade. That's the first scenario.
Okay.
Second scenario is 12 hours, 30 degrees, and snow. Okay. Or you can sleep 3 nights on the floor. No bed, no pillows, no blankets. 3 nights.
Easy.
So starting.
I'm starting 30 degrees in the snow.
Okay.
I'm sitting, sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
And I'm cutting out that bullshit of...
Get that heat away from... Get that wild heat
out
away from me.
Ain't happening.
No shade. No shade, dude.
Nothing. I'm just not going to do it. I can't.
You would get boiled.
12 hours?
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean,
you've seen me. I already Mr. Krabs up at the beach
Mr. Krabs. No, it was
Dude,
the
dude, do you remember when I was walking?
It was anger.
Dude, I was the angry
from
guy from Inside Out.
Oh my god.
Bro, remember whenever we would walk into the restaurants and the waitress would be like, "What's wrong with your buddy? Why is he mad?" And like they kept asking me, like a couple places we went, they're like, "Sir, is everything okay? You okay?"
Yeah, he was
I
so
looked freaking angry.
He was so bright they had to close the blinds when he came in. They're like, turn the
Remember
light
that one
down.
lady? The one lady was like, "Turn it down."
Turn it down. She's like, who turned the heat on? You were just bringing
Jesus.
in UV.
Dude, and that was, dude, I was red faced,
my
sweating,
God, red neck.
With a feast in front of me. Oh my
Your
god, my
neck.
neck. I got. Well, dude, it wasn't like there wasn't a stay at home order. Don't go outside. We're in a heat wave. He takes my fat ass, puts me on the beach.
We could roast.
Remember my eyelids sunburned? I had to go
Oh,
get
dude.
glasses.
Could roast
I couldn't
marshmallows
even
in
see. Oh my
So
god.
funny, so
Anyway, so what are you doing? Got to be the same. Are you gonna sit through that?
Yeah, the same.
I could sleep on the floor.
The same. 3
Shit.
nights, yeah. I'll do the same. Okay, so I'm gonna, we're gonna do the music. I'm gonna have to cut this part though.
It's so cold in the day. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on a nigga's mind? Working and doing time. It's so cold in the day. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on a nigga's mind? Working and doing time.
Okay, that's
Dude, how do you find
that's
this
T, baby.
shit?
All right,
oh my
this is
God.
This one you sent me a long time ago. This is the goat and your mom.
I ain't never sent you this
Yes,
shit.
you did. I promise.
You're out of your mind.
Hey, babe, are you down for the DP? Cause it looks like it's a you and me.
Oh, this
But
guy.
I think your boyfriend wants some too.
Oh my God.
I tell you what I call a cornhole. That means I wanna bang your bunghole, and your boyfriend could have your pussy to screw.
Okay, that's the goat and your mom, and then this is Apache Falls. The song is Country Roads, but it's not Country Roads.
I represent the country, yeah, I love the slums. Raised off in the sticks, man, this is where I come from. Love crackling cornbread, collard and corn fed. Southern by the grace of God, and when I'm gone, country dead. I ride them dirt roads, sometime to reach that destination. Ducked off in Jones's Wood, it's like I'm always on vacation. Blaze up the bonfire, calling up my country folk. Just filled up that mason jar, light the pine and take a smoke. It's
All right, so now that you saw T Baby, It's So Cold in the D. Then you
What
saw
did I just watch?
The Goat and Your Mom. And then that was Apache Falls with Country Roads. Start, sit, and cut.
You're fucked. This is easy though. This is easy. This is easy. This is so
my
fucking
God.
easy. All right, so I'm gonna start The Goat and Your Mom.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit T Baby,
Okay.
and I'm cutting the Country Roads.
Gone. Apache Falls is so gone, dude.
You know why that's so gone?
Why?
Because he actually thinks he's good.
Oh.
And the T Baby girls, whatever they were doing, bless their heart. Okay, A for effort,
Right.
right?
Right. So that T Baby was on back in the day. Beavis and Butthead used to watch music videos, and then they would like you know how like there's reaction videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Beavis and Butthead did that years ago.
really?
They would watch like a Pantera music video, and like it was like a reaction video. Of course, it was scripted, but like Beavis and Butthead did that, and they.
How do you know?
You can see.
Did
the
you
clips
watch Beavis and Butthead?
No, you can see the clips on YouTube. Because they were on
I was gonna
MTV. They were on MTV, so they would have like MTV music videos, and then it would be Beavis and Butthead doing like a reaction to it. And T Baby, So Cold and D was on Beavis and Butthead, and the one comment is literally what does he say? He says like the people in the back are dancing to the wrong song. Like if you look at the girls in the back, they're like totally offbeat. That video, like the links will be in the description. Please, if you don't know "It's So Cold in the D" by T Baby, you need to watch the entire video.
And plus you get laughs.
Oh my god, there's like a dude dead. Like it starts off with like a dude laying dead in like an ice cream parlor, and then they're like in a cemetery. There's like a kid there. Oh, did you see that light flash? The hell?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know. There's like there's just a kid there for no reason. Maybe it's T Baby. It's the spirit of T Baby. Then they're like walking by the river and like they're totally
T Baby ice cream.
Totally dancing to the wrong song. It's so funny.
So what are you doing? What do you start?
I gotta start Cold in the D. That's my shit right there. That's since I found that in college. Cold in the D, that's where it's at. I'm starting that. Sitting, goating your mom. That video, the one I played is not the one you sent me. The one you sent me was way worse. That's the quack.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Would you fuck a duck?
Yeah.
Would you quack like a duck?
He's literally standing there shaking his dick in a Speedo, and some like dude comes over and grabs it, and he just no flinch. I know. Just no flinch, just totally accepts it, and then it's so weird.
Have you ever seen that before I sent it to you?
No, that was the first time.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that before. That is wild. What
Damn,
kind of
I've never found any
party like that's wild.
What was that?
And then, so believe it or not, Country Roads, dude, that one has the most views. That has 34 million. That has 34 million views.
I would believe that because he's trying to be serious. And he thinks like there's potential for people to actually like that. It's too serious for me, and I don't like that shit. I don't like that hillbilly like.
Oh my god.
Cornbread and moonshine.
Cornbread and rap. It's so like
cornbread and rap.
Like my problem.
I don't like country rap.
My problem with the country rap is they talk about like how country they are and like. But then they're rapping, and that's so not a country thing to do or to listen to.
No.
You know?
Right, exactly.
It's like, this is where I'm from, I'm in the dirt roads, I'm country, and it's like, but you're rapping. Like,
right.
You're not. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking get it.
I don't like country rap.
I don't like country.
Not that I don't think anybody can rap, but
right.
Yeah, no, I don't like country either. Mm-hmm. But I like some rock rap, you know?
Yeah.
I guess like some Gorillas.
Yeah, but the thing with that is...
Is that rap?
Yeah, it's definitely rap. The thing with that is, like, they're not, like, trying to be anything. You know? Whereas, like...
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's not a niche.
No, they're not, like, trying to be anything. That's just, like, their sound.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe there's someone out there, just objectively speaking, regardless of opinion, maybe there's someone out there that has... a country and like hip hop sound combined that's just their sound and they do it in a natural way. I've never heard it. Every time I've heard it to me it sounded like someone sat down and said, "Oh, I'm going to make a country song and then rap in it." Whereas there's a difference between that and sitting down and just writing a song and then being done with it and like, "Oh shit, this is what I came up with." Completely different. And me as someone who's like sat down and tried to write music before and has written music, I can tell you there's definitely a difference between when you sit down with the intentions of doing something specific or whenever it just comes to you. There's a huge, huge difference. Problem is, in terms of the society we live in, that really doesn't matter to a lot of people. All that matters is how catchy it is and how easy it is to sing along to and shit like that. And that's what sells for whatever reason. I don't understand it.
Well, it should. It should, though, shouldn't it? Isn't that exactly what it's for? You're just looking at it from an artist point of view because you're an artist yourself. You like to play music. You like to write music. You like to make music. But us as a consumer and us that's taken in, that's all we want, baby. We just want to feel good. We just want whatever. We don't have the passion like you do. Right? Yeah, I speak for myself because it's whatever catches you, right?
Right.
And I could see how another artist can see the flaws
For sure.
of other artists.
And that is definitely
right?
something
Like you could,
I struggle with, to see the other side of things. So I guess I can understand where people come from. And the thing is, I don't look at music as something that's like a disposable thing. Like I don't look at music like it's fast food. Like you just.
but the average person does.
And yeah, like just to satisfy
Yes.
a need or an itch or something like that.
Yeah.
To me,
yes.
it's an art form, and
Sure.
I try to appreciate it like an art form, and I want something that is going to make me feel a certain way emotionally. And then that way I know that anytime I need that to be in that space or to feel that way, I always have that with me. And what I'm kind of trying to say is, like, I remember hearing on the radio, like, it's Flashback Friday, and they're playing something from like 2011. And to me, it's like, how the fuck is 9 years ago? And this might have been 6 years ago when I heard this. How is like 6 years a flashback in terms of music? Like, to me, like, I want stuff when I hear something like that. I want it to like last me a lifetime. Like I want to find the stuff that I'm always going to be into, you know, not just the song of the summer or, that song is so 2019. Like I don't consume music that way. And I understand a lot of people do. And that's just the way the industry's gone. And I have a very, very hard time grasping that. I mean, that's like,
Don't you think? I think we just built the generations of this, right?
For sure.
The generation it started with, this is where it started, right? Before like my generation with LimeWire and all the torrents that you could get for free music.
Yeah.
You didn't just have a playlist of all this random music with genres.
Right.
You just didn't have it.
No, you'd
so
listen
people
to a
were
CD,
way
an album, or
you would go
vinyl.
you would go into the album and you would just want, and you'd have to spend money on it, right? You'd always have to spend money on music. That's how it was. It wasn't like you could get this free music now, or you just had everything at your fingertips. So when you went into the record store, right, you were 9 times out of 10 you're going to stay in your lane. You're going to get the new album of that genre because you're spending money on it and it's the music that you like. Most people got into one genre and dug into it hard. They don't do that now.
And the only,
now it's so
the only
diverse.
difference, or not the only difference, the only thing I would say was one way people would find music, especially in the era of going to the record store, is buy your album art. If people would gravitate towards an album art that they thought was cool or interesting.
Sure.
So you're 100% you're right. When people would like gravitate towards, like, they would go to the hard rock section or whatever section it was at that time.
But I think of a guy like hard rock in the times of albums. I think he dove deeper into hard rock.
For sure.
He didn't just like that song and then get to move on to, because they listen to music by the album.
For sure.
Now we listen to music by the song.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that we don't. Majority of people.
Yeah.
Then you was forced to listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
Unless you had lots of room and tons of records.
Yep.
But the average person didn't. So they'd buy that album and then they're like, oh, Black Sabbath, new album coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and of course there was the Beatles and everybody had their niche, but I think you stayed in your genre.
Right.
I think you stayed in your genre, whereas now it's so, like, you look at someone's playlist, it's just all over the place. Like, you're the guy. You stay in your genre.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You don't move far from it.
No, well,
If I know correct.
Yes and no.
Not that you're not willing to, but
yeah, you know,
I think you stay in most of your lane.
You're very right when you say that. Me being as much into metal as I am, and I think why I gravitate towards that music so much is I personally don't know if there's a type of music that has the range that metal does. So while I might only listen to like 90% of what I listen to is metal, from one metal band to the next metal band, the difference is so drastic. Whereas I feel like if you're into country music, I can just bring up like generic country artist X, just whoever they are, pull them out, and most likely you're gonna like them, or there's gonna be some familiarity between whatever you normally listen to in country or whatever I bring you. Or if me personally, if I just started to play a country song like that I wrote, it would just fit right in with everything else. But the genres, like the metal is
So like country music, but you can dive into that with country as well. There's
to
pop
an extent,
country.
yeah, to an extent.
You got George Jones, Johnny Cash,
For sure.
John Denver. There's all kinds. You just have to know the genre,
For sure.
right? You just have to know.
And not that
and it has to tickle your ear.
Yeah,
I mean,
and not that
you
other
have to be
styles of
into it.
music don't have range, because that's not what I'm saying. That would be a very closed-minded and dumb thing for me to say. I just think, from my personal experience and research and a lifetime of listening to it, I don't think you can find a modern style of music that has the range that metal does.
well, metal comes off of this, but dude, rock and roll changed history.
Oh, for sure.
Rock and roll was, and so did hip hop.
Yeah.
And so did rap. I mean, at some point in time, they definitely brought something new
Yeah,
that has never been done before.
yeah,
When you hear I'm not saying Johnny Cash, but when you hear a guy with a guitar, or you hear those guitars, you've heard that before.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas when Hendrix was around, that was shit you never heard before.
Right.
That was shit that was played off key, just fucking improvised on
Yeah.
stage, shit like that.
Yeah.
The style of music. I think that's why metal and rock, I think that's why there's such depth in history there. I think there's so much. It was a big portion of what music is today.
Yeah.
It's the biggest portion of what music is today. Because even in rap and hip hop, they use electric guitars and they use drums, and it changed the game, dude.
Yeah,
it changed the game.
like
Rock and roll,
classic rock and roll, like the 50s shit, Elvis shit, like that.
it changed the game
for sure.
It was a new thing, and then and then hip hop just piggybacked off of rock and roll.
Yeah,
So it piggybacked off rock and roll, still its own way, but it was kind of a cheat, like a copy. They were like, oh, we can use beats and drums and have this music, and then they did their own thing, and that's kudos to them. But then then this rock and roll that you know as rock evolved into classic rock, and then you have then you go into heavy metals and all that shit. But you can watch the evolution of it.
Yeah.
It's like the evolution of rock.
Yeah.
Right. It's insane, but it's dude. And another thing is you're not you have to be very, 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 very open-minded to be willing to sit down and take like a genre like hip-hop. I don't know how to speak for country, because I have a little bit of disrespect for it, because it just seems like you were saying, it's just a what do we want to say here? It's just a reproduction, dude. It's just kind of like the same shit,
my God.
right? So I'm disrespectful. No disrespect to anybody, but that's just a disrespect that I have, and that's because I'm not very knowledgeable about it. So it just seems repetitive to me. Seems the same, and a lot of people will say the same about hip hop. So the only thing I can say is that there's been the creation and the art form of hip hop. There is art into it. It's just nowadays it's harder to see. You have to be very open minded, and you have to be willing to look and see the art in it. But lately, as of late, 90s hip hop, mid 2000s, as of late, it's been harder to see that. It's been harder to see that, because it feels like if T Baby was to release that in 2020, it probably would have been the next TikTok video, and it probably would have stuck. Right? That's just what we feel like.
Oh,
so it's
for
very
sure.
hard to see it. There's
For
a time
sure.
that you could respect hip hop as an art. There's a time that you can. And if you don't think so, it's part of music. You have to like it. If you don't have to like it, but you get to respect it. I'm saying it is
Oh, my God,
definitely, but that time is far and few between now.
Yeah.
It's moved on to this point where computers, it's no time, and that's why it's easy for you to respect metal. Not to keep talking, but that's why it's easy for you to respect metal and rock, because you can physically look and see who's creating this.
Right.
Right? You can literally see. You're like, okay, without that drum sound, there wouldn't be that sound.
No.
But you push a button when you're making hip hop, and I say it disrespectfully, like it's easy to do, but I'm saying it's pushing a button on a beat machine has to be easier than playing a guitar or playing drums.
The physical ability needed to make that music, everyone, as long as you have control of your body, you can do it. Now, not to say it's easy to make a beat that's going to stick with someone's head and get plays on the radio. That's not easy at all. Not at all. Especially because of how repetitive pop music in general it is. Like, most pop music is like literally 4 chords. So literally you have nothing to work with, yet you have everything to work with at the same time. So like you have,
and like,
it's I don't understand pop music because like this is the box you have to work in, but within that box, you have like a million things. Like I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but like
let me ask you this:
when you make pop music, you have certain rules you have to follow. Like for the most part, like normally the songs are 4 minutes long. Normally you're gonna have an intro, a verse, a bridge, like that. Whereas like the music I listen to has no rules. You don't have to do anything. But to make a hit song, you have to do certain things. Like, so that's why it's hard, because if we're all trying to do the same formula, why is Taylor Swift's formula works, but this person's formula doesn't? We're doing the same exact thing, but for whatever reason, a billion people want to go watch Taylor Swift do the same thing that I could do on my laptop and no one could give a shit about. That's what's crazy about it.
So, but here's what it is. Here's why you lose the respect factor, right? Mm-hmm. You lose the respect factor because, not so much respect factor. I don't even want to sound disrespectful in that manner to hip hop or anything like that. But I mean, you have to give honor where honor is due. How good is Angus Young? How good is Angus Young if he gets a tape sent over to him and he just sings over top of the music that's already being played? How good is AC/DC and Angus Young?
See, the thing is, you can't really do that in that style of music. It's just acceptable in pop for whatever reason.
That's how hip hop is.
Yeah.
Most of the artists don't even create their own beats. They get a guy to send the beat and they just rap on top of the beat.
Right.
Whereas Angus Young is on stage with his beat.
Yeah.
He's on his stage with his beat.
Not
live.
only that, he's spending hours, days, weeks, and months in studios writing and recording and perfecting and turning knobs, moving microphones around. Like the shit you got to do to make analog recording, to like record with microphones. Like for pop music, the voice, that's it. Everything else is done digitally and internally.
So in hip hop, how it works, for me personally, all right, I'm sitting beat makers. I'm starting 90s rap artists because they actually rapped. Mm-hmm. And I'm cutting new age rappers. That's the point. The most respect, though, should go to the most respect in hip hop, and it doesn't. It never goes like this. Never. Should go to the beat makers. First and foremost. It should go to the people that's actually creating the fucking music.
Yeah.
Secondly, only a select few rappers get this credit. Maybe 10. Maybe there's 10 rappers of all time that were actually good performers when it came to the sport of rap. Fast, wordplay, things like that. And then the rest of these dozens and dozens and dozens are horrible. These new rappers, they just talk. So there's no respect in the game now.
The amount
None.
The amount that did something different or created something new, it's such a small number. Such a small number. Such a small number.
It has to be devastating to a guy like you. Has to be, like, to a guy that appreciates music and listens to a genre that is full of art, down from all the way from the lyrics to the creation. When you get on and you hear, "Pinky ring, my sneakers wet, drip drip drip." You know what I'm saying, dude? Because even us as hip hop fans are saying, "What the hell is this? How's this guy getting away with this?
Then you
How's
go
he
to
getting away with this?"
And it says 109 million views.
Exactly what I'm saying. How is he getting away with this?
And then he's at the Super Bowl and they're just throwing money at him. And then
dude, do you remember the Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Mike Tyson fight? You couldn't hear one word that guy said.
YG.
And Mark's a hip hop fan, 100%. And I talked to him about it. He's like, "Yeah, man, that was trash." He's like, "Yeah, man, he was like, dude, I couldn't understand anything he was saying." Dude, it's like, how are you getting away with this?
Yeah.
Right? Like, is this what you? And then that you think now it saddens you because you have 75% of the kids being born that are going to go into that genre, and the 15 to 25%, whatever, is going to, because there's going to be some country, whatever. Most of them are going to go into the pop culture.
Yeah.
If let's be real. And then the music that you're passionate about is going to get pushed to the wayside majority of the time, and most people are going to think that that's what music is. That's the representation of the art that you love.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So
this
it's
is
like,
how-
what the hell?
This is how different the metal world and the pop worlds are when it comes to especially live performances. So there's this band called Rings of Saturn. I don't particularly like them. They are like their mission in life is like to be as over the top as possible. Just like perfect example. What the fuck is the WAP? Like that song is to be as over the top as possible, right? So in a completely different regard, but for the same reason I despise WAP, because it's just there to be as over the top as possible. There's this band called Rings of Saturn where they literally try to like play as fast as possible and as loud, and like to me
Obnoxious?
it's super obnoxious. Some of it I can get into, but for the most part I don't really like it. Anyway, there was a controversy like a year ago where people thought one of the guitar players, the hard parts he wasn't playing live and had recordings, because what a lot of bands will do, almost every music with guitar in it, when you're listening to it, that's multiple guitars being played. Whether there's a rhythm guitar and a lead guitar, almost everything you listen to, there's multiple guitars being played. Nowadays, certain bands only have one guitar player, but their music has 3 guitar parts. So their guy will play live and they'll backtrack everything else, because either they don't want to add someone to the band because they don't want to split another paycheck because it's so little money going between the bands at this level. That's one reason. They don't want to pay another guy. Maybe they don't want to have another person influence their sound because that's their sound. And whatever the reason is, bands will, instead of it sounding empty and sounding different than what you're used to, they'll play their music live, but they'll just have supplemented by a backing track. So there were people accusing this guitar player of not playing hard parts. And keep in mind, this guy wrote and recorded them in the studio. And he's playing at such a proficient and technical level. Like, this is mind-blowing shit. So even if he did, like, and I'm talking like 3 or 4 second parts of songs, not entire parts, 3 or 4 second parts of songs, people were criticizing this guy for not playing. Come to find out that it wasn't even true. It was all baseless accusations. It was just it was the way it sounded in the video because it was recorded on a smartphone. Then it is like widely acknowledged, accepted, and just okay that pop, rap, not only do they lip sync, they'll like, especially in rap, they'll literally have they're not even talking into the microphone and you hear the voice, and the thousands of people in the crowd don't give a fuck. And it is what it is. I'm not taking sides here. I'm not saying they're wrong and we're right. Not what I'm saying at all. I'm just showing the contrast between, you got this guy that probably makes like $20,000 a year touring in a van, playing every night in different cities, who, even if he wanted to take 4 seconds off of a song, he couldn't do it because he would get shit on YouTube for doing it, versus Waka Flocka playing to 80,000 people at Lollapalooza, literally not even holding the mic, and everyone's like, yeah, this is my dude. That's just how different these worlds are. And like, and you're right, it is devastating for me to like music as a craft and an art form, to see that's the shit that sells and that's the shit that's popular. But it's just the world we live in, and I mean, I've accepted it that my music's never going to be the most popular in the mainstream, nor should it be. Like, not that that's not.
I would never.
Not that that's what I want to happen, but
I would never go to a rap concert. Hence the reason I've only ever been to rock concerts. I don't want to go. I actually, dude, I had never, not because you're saying this, I've never had a desire to go to a rap concert. Not once.
Dude,
because I never liked how they performed on TV. I've never liked how they performed.
Even if
I never liked that.
It, bro, it's just so lazy.
No,
even
dude,
if I
yeah,
listen to it, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
No, dude. Not after you've been to a Motley Crue concert. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that.
Right.
I'd rather go watch the Clarks. I'd rather go watch the Clarks.
Yeah, you're better off. You're better off just listening to the album than you are going to see it live.
Yeah,
Because
but I see.
you'll probably sing and rap more than they will. They're so lazy. And then there's like 19 other dudes. Like, who are those people? And none of them are playing instruments.
No, just hype man.
Who are those dudes?
No, but dude, like, you seen Tommy Lee spinning upside down and shit,
seriously,
and playing drums.
Seriously.
Yeah, dude, and not the shit on whatever, but yeah, it's definitely a performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully kids and that's the shitty part about it too. Like you see these pop culture kids like nowadays. Dude, I'm seriously I can't take it, dude. I can't take it. I peddle their drugs. I sell their iPhones. So I get the front line. I can't take these damn clones. These little TikTok clones.
Oh.
They're all the same.
Oh,
They're all the same. Does not anybody have like style or
originality is just gone.
Originality, dude. It's gone,
gone.
dude. It's like, oh my God, we're creating these little clones. Every one of them come in dressed the same way, look the exact same. It's like I can't take it, dude. Yeah, what a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm against them. It's just you can just see how it's just a big funnel of just sucking in like the mainstream shit, dude. Just mainstream shit.
Yep.
Yeah. No more figuring out your personality.
No, dude.
It's being told to you what it is.
The hours a night I would spend researching music and finding new shit. And this is like in the digital age. This is on YouTube, reading comments, watching related videos, going to the Wikipedia page, like the hours, and not just like scrolling through TikTok and being like, oh, okay, this I'll listen to this song for 2 minutes and then be on to the next song. Like,
no,
like
this is good. This is good music because everybody else said it was good. That's what it's on TikTok and I played it 4 videos in a row, so it must be a good song.
Right.
Let me say this real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off, but let me say this real quick. Yeah. To all you little brats that are wearing the Air Force Ones low cuts, give it up. Go get your own shoes. Go get your own shoes.
What's it called? The fanny pack?
The fanny packs. I don't care about the fanny packs because I don't wear those. But they stole my sneakers when I was your age. Yo, I could buy the Air Forces for $90 to $100. Now I gotta pay $140 for them because you guys want to wear them and make them popular. Get your own shoe. Go get your Yeezys. Leave my shit alone. Leave the Forces alone.
I'm sick of it. That's so funny.
I'm sick of it, dude. All of them have Air Forces on, and it freaking jacks the price of them up because they're popular now.
Right.
That's my shoe. Get away from it.
Hey, just don't wear Vans. I'll be happy. Stay away from the Vans too.
Well, dude, did you see the price of Vans? What they did when pop culture took
Vans have always been $50 or $60. They're probably going up now.
No, dude. Remember you could buy a pair of Vans for like $39.99
from like famous footwear. Yeah.
Well, they used to be like $40 at places, dude. Yeah. Like now they're $50, $60. Because these little fucks. Find your own shoe. Anyways,
Seriously.
What's
up? Find your own shoe.
Yeah, get your own shit.
You heard it here.
I seen this, dude. I seen this shit like this whole group. They was dressed like the band Bush from the fucking grunge era. I'm like, what the hell are you girls doing? They had fucking flannels on and and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god,
dude. I was like, glycerin.
It is funny when you see like a group of kids and they do all look the same.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous, dude. It is. And dude, like they're like little robots coming in.
And like I think like if let's say if you had like 6 of my like elementary school friends together, maybe like 2 here, 2 there, and then 2 there like would look like each other. But
exactly.
For the most part, like
we all look different. I was telling my mom this. We all look different, but now, dude, it started when them fucks. It started with with the dudes when they started wearing the basketball shorts with the mid calf socks, the basketball shoot, and the basketball shoes, and the backward hat, the flat bill. Mm-hmm. You remember the basketball shorts?
Yeah.
The mid calf socks.
Sure.
And the backwards flat bill.
Sure.
That's when cloning started. When I drove. That's when the cloning started, dude. I'm telling you. When I drove by my local high school and these kids were walking home, and I'm like, Jesus, does not any of these dudes have their own style?
And then it would be like purple, or like a very bright blue, a lot of purple, a lot of like bright
bright colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oranges.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Big
Do you
bright
know?
oranges.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, for sure.
You would just see them, every one of them, when they would just, anywhere you'd see them, out in the store, anywhere. They all had, dude, it's January. Put some fucking pants on. Slides, mid-calf Nike socks, and basketball shorts with a flat bill hat backwards.
Bro.
I'm like, Jesus, down to the T.
Let's say
Give it up.
we take your brain and put you into the body of like a 6th grader, or no, let's put you in like, let's get you in junior high. So let's put you in like 7th or 8th grade, okay? So with your brain now, how long, like how would you make it through a day of school? Do you think, or like?
Yes. Rephrase the question. Would I make it through a day of school without swift elbowing somebody? No.
This is what I'm saying, because you would get expelled, right? Like.
Yeah, dude. No, dude. Dude, the first kid that even acts like they know what the fuck they're talking about is getting a swift one.
And we're not even
right
getting
there,
to
boom.
the teachers that are enabling all of this.
Oh
And the
my
parents.
God.
Oh
The
my
parents.
God. There's no way. If you
Parents.
took me now and transported me into a 7th grader, there's no way I could do it.
Get me out of here. Get
There's
me out of
no
here is
way.
what I'd say.
There's no way I could do it.
I would understand high school suicide. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. That was rough.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, we went there, but
Oh.
I'm just saying, dog.
That's where we
I'm
went.
just saying. That's brutal.
Oh.
That's brutal, but I would understand it. Get me out of there, dude. I wouldn't want to be around them little fucks either. I'm not encouraging it, but I
No,
shouldn't
you'd
say
go
that.
back
That's
and
messed
the
up.
first thing you would do would bust out a Texas Hold'em set. You're like, I gotta get shit right. Fucking aces, here I come. That's the first thing you would do, right?
First thing I'm doing, if I'm going back to high school, is I'm looking for that Mexican pizza
Oh,
that they used to serve at the cafeteria.
I think you brought that up
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
you know me, dog. They're like, where's Cody? I'm behind the counter, dude. It would probably blow my mind if they let me behind the lunch lady's counter, dude. I'd just be back there like,
Could you see over it?
no, I had to go behind it. I've never seen over it.
No.
What's back there?
You would need a stool.
I couldn't see over it to see what was behind. I can't see
Right.
over it to serve the food. I'm seeing if I went behind there and got to like see the kitchen
Look at all the food.
for the first time.
Oh my
Be
God,
interesting.
that's wonderful. You got anything?
No. Do I have anything? Well, nah.
So thank you to. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, let me just talk. Let me just talk
Yeah,
about
please,
this real quick.
Please.
So
The floor
you
is
don't
yours.
you don't deal with much of the public like I do anymore, right?
Not
you don't hear.
Not at the extent that you do, but I'm not.
Well, so
I still
listen.
work with the public, but go ahead.
Listen, dude. Listen, I want to tell you this real quick before we get off here, because I was telling Cruz this tonight, bro. Here's how confused people are. All right, this guy is like sitting beside, like, so. I don't talk about politics anymore. I haven't talked about it. I won't talk about it. I just the guy that just like gives the dead stare, blank stare back.
Yeah.
I don't give anything. But this
Yeah.
guy's beside me. Listen, dude. Listen, this guy's sitting beside, like, talking to one of the other employees, and I'm listening in on this. This dude's talking about how, just hear me out, dude. I'm not making this up. This is what he said. He's talking about how the Democrats are afraid to have Trump in office because he gets things done. He wants to get things done. He has got things done. And there's so many things I could have butted in and said and argued, right? But I don't have the desire to argue. I don't want to defend. I'm not on
let
any
him
side.
go.
I could care less. So I'm letting him go. But it's hilarious, dude. Because here's the thing. I don't have to say anything. Because he sits there and he's like, yeah, he's listing all this stuff. He got this done. He got this done. Unemployment, the economy, this, that, the third. He does all these things. And it's because he gets things done. They don't want him in office because he gets things done. He's draining the swamp. This guy's going on, dude. All right? And I'm just sitting there listening, dude. I'm just listening.
And no one asked, right? No one said,
Nobody
"Sir, would you-"
asked.
Yeah, this is like.
So
this
what-
is I
no,
get.
no,
Why are
it's-
we in the
it's-
AT&T store talking about this?
Why, dude? So he's like this, dude. He goes like this. He goes. So he sits there, and the dude working beside me doesn't give him any kind of satisfaction. No. So he's sitting there, and he goes like this, dude. He goes like this. He's sitting there and he goes, yeah, and it's like this $2,000 stimulus check, right? He goes, listen, dude. He goes like this. He goes, the Democrats want to give 600. Trump wants to give 2,000, but guess what? He can't get it done. And I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, where's he going with this one? He just got done saying how Trump can get everything done.
Yeah.
Right? Dude's like, Trump can get everything done. And he's like, oh, but guess what? He can't get it done. And the dude working with him was like, so that's the one thing he couldn't get done, huh? And he goes, oh no, he's gonna get it done. But the Democrats just aren't letting him right now. But he will. He will get it done. And I'm just sitting there, and this guy's so worked up, and he's like, yeah, hopefully 2,000 would be nice. He's like, the guy's like, yeah, I'm just so sick of them stopping him from doing everything he wants to do. He was, I swear to God. I swear to God on everything I love. He goes, he hasn't been able to get anything done that he wanted to do. And he starts listening. I swear to God, Lux. He starts listening. Yeah, tried to build the wall. Stop funding for that. He starts going on about all this stuff. And I'm like,
Stuff that they didn't oh my God.
I said, dude, I got to be freaking Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. Dude, listen to me. I got to, dude, am I retarded or I can't comprehend what he's saying, dude. He literally was so worked up. He was so worked up. So he must have went from saying about all that stuff, the shit that he gets done, to stopping and thinking about what he couldn't get done, which was the 2,000. And then it just, I don't know, that quick. It was not even, he wasn't quiet for 2 minutes. He was not quiet for 2 minutes. And then he went right back on another rant about how Trump couldn't get stuff done. And I'm like, dude, do you hear yourself? My thing is, the lockdown has hurt so many people in that way than we could even imagine. That dude needs to get out. That dude needs to go look at the birds. That dude needs to do something.
Shoot a deer.
Keep him away from humans as much as possible, but get him out of the damn house. Get Fox News, CNN, any of those, dude. Get him off the TV, because that dude's
Off
that.
the
I mean,
Facebook.
bro, and it's not just him, but people are so confused. And if he was doing it about Biden, I would be saying it the same thing. It's the confusion of these people. I'm like, oh my God. And it was in the same sentence. He was, dude, I couldn't take it. But I literally was listening in, and I'm like, am I retarded right now?
I haven't really followed, but I was under the standing that Mitch McConnell, the Republican, is the one that stopped the $2,000. But maybe I'm wrong there. I was under that understanding.
Listen,
whatever.
I stopped feeding into this bullshit a long time ago.
Sure.
And dude, you with the stimulus, how many people right now that wanted $0 from the government because they're not for socialism is bitching about 600? It's so ass backwards. That guy's clearly confused. Yeah. He has no idea what's going on.
No.
He's so, that right there, you can't even help. It's just, but I was sitting there and I thought to myself, I was like, dude, at what state of confusion? When do we take his driver's license?
You sit there and contradict yourself like that? Oh my God.
I don't think he even knew he was, man.
No.
Anyways, yeah, I wanted to tell you that because, and it's one of those things, man. It's almost like seeing a majestic animal for the first time, or it's so ridiculous, it's so crazy that you had to be there to see it. You couldn't believe it was actually happening in front of your eyes.
It's like watching someone get into a fight with a wall. It's like that you and the wall are going nowhere. Like you keep hitting like you're going nowhere, absolutely nowhere.
Dude, that video of what, the goat fucking your mother, or what is it called?
The goat and your mom.
The goat and your mom, dude, right? That video is completely ridiculous. And when I saw that video for the first time, it did not blow me away as much as this guy blew me away with the way you just had to be there to see it.
Yeah.
It was like seeing something. It's surreal, dude. It's surreal to see how crazy, and they believe it, man. It's just
so
a crazy thing.
Up.
I don't know.
So
I was so baffled.
Yeah.
Not to go deep, man. I wanted to tell you, and again, I only say it and repeat it because of how shocking and baffling it was. It was just like, holy cow, to not even bat an eye, to not even understand. It's crazy. But nah, man, I don't got anything. We can wrap this up.
Thank you to the universe or to whoever decided to call different plays in the second half of the Colts and Steelers game. Whatever happened, at this point, I'm not going to say Randy changed things up or Ben called the plays, But whatever happened in the second half of the Colts game, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all we needed. All we needed was to not do the same play every play.
Yeah, dude. See, and back to my analogy in the beginning. It was like a fighter that didn't know how to change the stick.
Exactly.
They just stuck to the game plan.
Cody.
They just kept doing the same thing, not getting anywhere.
Cody, they came out. First of all, they received the first kick. Okay, they received the kick, the opening kick. They come out in a 5 wide receiver set and throw a slant on first down of the game, a month after a full month of doing nothing on offense. They did the same thing again to start the game, and then threw 2 more slants incomplete, and did that for another 2 quarters until halftime.
So, I shut the game off.
Bro.
I shut the game off. Dude, listen to me. Dude, the 2 of the people that I work with said typical Steeler fan, right? That had nothing to do with me being a Steeler fan. Dude, Let me tell you something. I'm not even... I won't watch bad football. That's one sport I can't watch if it's bad. Yeah. If it's not... And very rarely at that professional level do you see bad football like that. That was bad football. That was I'm not even being a critic or shitting. That was bad football. I couldn't take another 3 and out. I literally sat in front of my TV on my phone with the black screen. I didn't turn the game back on. I saw the text messages in the group chat where everybody was like, "There we go, we got some momentum." I heard that things were turning around. Didn't turn the game back on because I'm not going to watch it. I just couldn't watch the football game.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the Steelers. I couldn't watch the football game. I couldn't watch the Rams. I couldn't watch the Raiders. I couldn't watch any football team with bad football like that. And if that's shitty of me to say, they weren't playing at a professional level.
No,
that was horrible.
425. I was so excited to watch the Seahawks and the Rams, and that game sucked. It was 6-6. 6-6 at halftime. And this is Rams versus Seahawks, a freaking rivalry game. And one of the best, at one time in this year, that was the best, at least by winning percentage, that was the best division outside of the AFC North, was the NFC West. So you got Rams and Seahawks fighting for the division and fighting for playoff spots, and it was 6-6 at halftime. I turned that shit off, too. And I love the Rams. I'm a Rams fan. I know what you mean. Like,
that's one sport I can't watch bad.
It's tough.
I can't watch.
It's tough.
Bad boxing's hard too, where it's just punch, clinch.
Sure.
But bad hockey I can watch, but I can't because it's just a fast game. But I just can't watch bad football. I just can't.
Oh my
3 and outs, just
it
nothing.
Hurts. It hurts worse when
it hurts even worse when it's your team. Yeah, it hurts even worse. But I didn't shut it off because I was watching the Steelers lose. I shut it off because I couldn't watch bad football, and it was horrible. It was horrible.
Sitting Ben, is that the move this week? Is that the move? Do you agree with it?
No.
You want to play? You want Ben to play against the Browns?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, dude. Because I think he needs. I think he needs all he can get. I think they need to change it up. I think we need to get some different reps in there. I think this game needs to. I think it's big, dude. I think this is an opportunity to display the changes that they're going to make going into the playoffs. I don't, dude. I know it's risky. I know it's business, but I don't think he gets to sit back.
Right.
Yeah, he's the king of the North, they said, right? But no, dude, I don't know. I know from the professional level in the standpoint, yeah, you sit him because we clinched the playoffs, but that's not to me, man. I think we need reps in there. I think we need a new scheme, and I think the Browns, a good team, that's not going to let us just walk in there. I think it's the time we try it out. I think personally, but whatever. I think the risk is probably, I don't know shit. So the smart play probably is sitting Ben, but I think every year you sit Ben at this position, but we have to change up.
Yeah,
we have big moves to make, and I think we need all the. It's a good game to go out there and try shit.
Right.
It's a good game to go out there and try shit. It's a meaningless game, right? For us.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good game, but I don't know what to say because I think you're right about sitting him, but I don't know, man. I think unless they can figure it out in practice, and I don't want to go into the first game not knowing what we're doing. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Ready.
I don't want to wait to the second half of the first game to say, "Oh shit, we're in trouble," when you just watched it unfold for the last 3 games, and all season. You can go back and look at all season where the holes were.
Yep. And we're probably playing the Ravens.
Yeah, sure. You want a fresh Ben.
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't see how's Ben not fresh at this point.
He hasn't been getting hit.
If anything, sit that fucking defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's only been on the field.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's only been on the field for...
He goes three and out. He throws 5 yards and goes
yeah.
3 and out. Yeah, he goes 5 yards and he throws 5 yards and goes 3 and out. He's fine. He's rested.
You're right. You're 100%
His
right.
arm,
That is a
his
valid
arm isn't
point.
even sore. His arm isn't even sore. He hasn't even chucked it up there. Let's go. Who's got arm yet? But let's get some deep balls out there. Let's see him throwing. I mean, you got Myles Garrett, right? Mm-hmm. You got a good defense.
Yeah, Ogunjobi.
He's playing. Yep, exactly. Who he's playing against, but obviously, rule of thumb, sit him. But me personally, I think we're about to build a whole new offensive scheme here. Going right into the playoffs. What better game than to play with a competitive game too?
Yeah, and a game you can lose. Yeah,
we can lose it, and you can lose it, and you could try things. And if they work against the Browns, not that they're the one-stop shop or they're the ones, but well,
I wonder though.
Didn't they just lose to the Jets?
Yes, they did. I wonder though. Maybe they can still do that with Mason and just implement Ben in. But the question is Mason good enough?
Can Mason
for the rest of the team?
Well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to throw. Can Mason get that pass off in 2 seconds? No.
He can throw the ball.
A spot pass.
Yeah, he can throw the ball about 12 times a game. I know that.
What are we gonna do there?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fine, but I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I think they need to figure it out. And I do not want to see traditional this year. Traditional football when it comes to the first half of the playoffs. When it comes to the first game, I don't even want to see him start that way. If they don't start first down with a run or something of some value,
right?
A sweep, a jet sweep, something
different, something better than
I'll just say this:
wide slant.
That slant, dude. That's a weapon. That's a tool that you keep in your arsenal. That you keep that on your belt.
You don't beat
That's
it to
clutch,
death.
dude. That's clutch, dude. That would have came in handy. They wouldn't have known what you were doing. Set them up for the deep ball. They think that you're going deep. Hit them with that short slant.
Yep.
You just can't throw that. You have to mix it up. You have to have some kind of diversity. So I don't know. Either way,
you're right.
I'm glad they won. I didn't believe they won. I checked on my fantasy. You know, it tells the scores. I was like, yeah, look at them. They would lose by 4. What was it, 28-24?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, look at them, piece of shits. They would lose by 4. I can't even. And then I was like, holy shit, how'd they even put that many points up? And then I looked up. Then I looked up my ESPN app, and I was like, oh damn! And it's because somebody on Facebook had said, finally, Steelers got knows what it feels like to get a win again, or something like that.
You were probably
and
like, how many pick sixes did they get? Like, how many punts were returned for a touchdown?
Oh my, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Miserable football. Not even XFL level.
No. All right, soldier. Good talking to you.
You good?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Subscribe. Thanks to everyone watching. Thanks for Cody for joining me.
Later.